Hello everyone. Question is Universal Containers UC wants to allow its developers to only use certain add-ons. UC enables add-on controls for enterprise teams and adds the add-ons they wish to allow to the list. There is an existing set of add-ons attached to applications which are not on the list. What happens to these add-ons? Option A, they are deleted and all data is backed up and saved. Option B, they are added to the allowed add-ons list. Option C, they are added to the exception list and not affected. Option D, they are flagged for removal and the developers are notified. Correct answer is option D. Question is which Heroku runtimes provide keystroke logging? Option A, the common runtime private spaces and sealed private spaces. Option A, the common runtime private spaces and sealed private spaces. Option B, private spaces and sealed private spaces. Option C, sealed private spaces only. Option D, keystroke logging is not available on Heroku. Correct answer is option B. Question is a client is planning to deploy an application to Heroku. The client's IT department requires all applications to be hosted from Australia, where their main office is located. Regulators in Australia require keystroke logs of all engineers who create interactive sessions for the application. Which should an architect recommend in this scenario? Option A, deploy the application to a private space in the Sydney region with private space logging enabled. Option B, deploy the application to the common runtime in the Sydney region. Option C, deploy the application to a sealed private space in the Sydney region. Option D, deploy the application to a private space in the Sydney region with internal routing enabled. Correct answer is option C. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is a client wants to migrate their on-premise application to Heroku. The application maintains a local in-memory cache for its data store to improve performance. What should an architect advise the client about running the application on Heroku? Option A, the application should declare its in-memory cache as a separate process type to preserve it across deploys. Option B, all of the application's web dynos will share a single in-memory cache. Option C, the application should replicate its in-memory cache to a local disk to preserve it across deploys. Option D, the application's in-memory cache might be cleared at any time. Correct answer is option A. Question is the client's Heroku web application displays data that is fetched from a back-end file storage system. The client now wants this data to be viewable but not editable from their Salesforce org. Which recommendations should an architect make in this scenario? Option A, replicate the files to tables in a Heroku PostGRE's database and use Heroku Connect to synchronize the tables to the Salesforce org. Option B, store all file URLs in a Heroku's PostGRE's table and use Heroku Connect to synchronize the table to the Salesforce org. Option C, replicate the files to tables in a Heroku PostGRE's table and use Heroku external objects to expose the tables to the Salesforce org. Option D, replicate the files to the application's local file system and use worker dynos to periodically sync them to the Salesforce org. Correct answer is option A. Question is Universal Containers UC is opening offices in Japan and Germany. They will allow them to serve new customers in Asia and in Europe. UC is connected about application latency for their new customers, especially because the app server serves large amounts of dynamic content. Which Heroku enterprise features should an architect recommend to alleviate this concern? Option A, create Salesforce orgs in each region and use Heroku Connect to link them. Option B, deploy instances of their applications into private spaces in Tokyo and Frankfurt. Option C, deploy a globally distributed CDN in front of the application. Option D, create a Heroku pipeline to mirror the app and its data in each region. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe.